Tractate Bava Metzia, page 24, top of the page, the words Uve Ushpiza my nafkamina, and he can lie with regard to Ushpiza, as one may say that he was not well received by a certain host to prevent anyone from taking advantage of the host's hospitality. What is the practical difference that emerges from this statement with regard to matters in which Torah scholars deviate from the truth? Mar Zutra says, the practical difference is with regard to returning a lost item on the basis of visual recognition. If we know about him that he alters his statements only with regard to these three matters, we return the lost item to him. But if he alters his statements with regard to other matters, we do not return the lost item to him. The Gemara relates, a silver goblet was stolen from the host of Mar Zutra Chasida. Mar Zutra saw a certain student of Torah who washed his hands and dried them on the cloak of another. Mar Zutra said, this is the one who does not care about the property of another. He bound that student, and the student then confessed that he stole the goblet. It is taught in Braita, although Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar holds that one does not need to proclaim his finding of empuria vessels, he concedes that the finder is obligated to proclaim his find of new vessels, that the eye of its purchaser is sufficiently seen. And there are new vessels that the eye of the purchaser has not yet sufficiently seen, and concerning which the finder is not obligated to proclaim his find. For example, branches upon which needles or utensils for spinning are hanging, or strings of axes. When is it permitted for the one who finds all those items that the Tana mentioned in the Braita to keep them? It is when he found them one at a time. But if he found them two at a time, the finder is obligated to proclaim his find. The Gemara clarifies, what is the meaning of the term Bade? It means branches. And why did the Tana call them branches? It is because the item upon which one hangs another item, Devar de Talube Midei, he calls it a branch, like that which we learned there in Sukkah 44b, one leaf on one branch. The Braita continues, and likewise Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar would say, in the case of one who rescues a lost item from a lion, or from a bear, or from a cheetah, a bardalis, or from the tide of the sea, or from the flooding of a river, and in the case of one who finds a lost item in a main thoroughfare, or a large plaza, or in any place where the multitudes are found, these items belong to him due to the fact that the owner despairs of their recovery. A dilemma was raised before the sages when Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar says that if one finds a lost item in any place where multitudes are found, the item belongs to him. Did he refer only to a place where there is a majority of Gentiles? But in a place where there is a majority of Jews, the owner does not despair of recovering the item because he relies on the Jews to return his item? Or perhaps even in a place where there is a majority of Jews, he also says that the item belongs to the one who found it. And if you say that even in a place where there is a majority of Jews, he also said that the item belongs to the one who found it, do the rabbis disagree with him, or do they not disagree? And if you say that the rabbis disagree with him in a place where there is a majority of Jews, they certainly disagree in the place where there is a majority of Gentiles. Do the rabbis disagree, or do they not disagree? And if you say that the rabbis disagree with him even in a place where there is a majority of Gentiles, is the halacha in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, or is the halacha not in accordance with his opinion? And if you say that the halacha is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, does this halacha apply specifically in a place where there is a majority of Gentiles, or is the halacha in accordance with his opinion even in a place where there is a majority of Jews? I think we'll stop here for now, and we'll continue with part 2.